The best bang for your buck keyboard on drop. But we're gonna look for a keyboard that's actually worth the amount of money we're spending on it. But before we search for the keyboard, you know what's worth your money? CableMod. CableMod has newly released custom keyboard cables. You can customize your own keyboard cable to your own liking, from directions of the cables, size of the coil to the general length of the cable. Customize any part of your cables with your color of your choice. They have custom developed aluminum shell USB connectors that are available in all kinds of color combos. Nicely shaped and firm coil produced with the so-called reverse coil for higher durability. They told me to show off the cables, so I'm gonna show off the cables. So if you guys are interested, I'll be leaving the links in the description down below and you can use code LOUIS for 10% off your order. Okay, so back to the video. Taking a look at some of the keyboards they have their drop control and their low profile stuff, but I'm pretty sure that low profile keyboards aren't really that good for acoustics. So we're gonna go for high profile keyboards. And I don't really like 10 keyless, so I am going to be going with a 65%. So I decided to go with the drop alt high profile keyboard in grey. So let's take a look at it. It comes really nicely packaged. Keyboard on your top layer as usual, and at the bottom is neatly packed accessories, which includes a USB-C cable, keycap puller and switch puller. I really love the keycap puller, by the way. Alright, so let's move on to the actual keyboard. First impression, the keyboard is a freaking chonker. It's much heavier than expected. I'm pretty sure it's heavier than the Tofu 60. But aside from the weight, it comes with keycaps and these switches called Halo Clears. For $200, a fully assembled keyboard that feels a little bit premium, that's not bad. So here's a stock sound test. Not gonna lie, the stock sound test sounds pretty scratchy. The switches are not the best and the stabilizers were not looped in any way. So let's give it a quick upgrade. I removed the keycaps, took out the switches. So these are the drop Halo Clears. A tactile switch, actuation force of 52 grams, tactile peak at 62 grams with kill housing. So I looped the switches with Krytox Tool 5 Grade 0. I also looped the springs with Krytox 105 because it sounded a little pingy on the springs. After I was done with looping all the switches, I moved on to the stabilizers and looped those with Krytox Tool 5 Grade 0 as well. The keyboard uses plate mounted stabilizers, so that's one downside, but it works. So after some basic looping, this is how the keyboard sounds like. It's actually not bad. The keyboard actually sounds pretty deep. The high profile actually helped, I would say. The only thing I really hate is the switches. These switches are so heavy and they are basically tactile. I hate tactile and the switches are so heavy I feel like I'm doing a finger workout every time I'm doing a typing test or using the keyboard. So I decided to do an upgrade again, but this time around a full-on upgrade. I'm not talking like loop and stuff, I'm talking like change switches, change keycaps, foam mod kind of stuff. So yeah, let's do that. I started disassembling the whole keyboard. It's held together by 7 screws at the back, so once you remove all the screws, you can remove the back plate. I wanted to add some pour-on form into here, but this case works exactly the same as the Tokyo 60. There isn't space to add in your own foam or pour-on whatsoever, so I decided that I'll just not add in the foam because the acrylic diffuser looks kinda nice. So I just put the case back together and tackled the real problem here, the switches. I'll be changing the switches over from the Halo Clears to the Key First Cream switches. These are from Drop as well, they send them over. The Key First Cream linear switches are a linear switch of 62 gram actuation force and I looped them with Krytox Tool 5 Grade 0. You guys will understand why I'm bringing this up later on. Once I was done looping, I installed the switches onto the keyboard. And at this point, we're just left with keycaps, and I really hate those RGB shine through keycaps. I'll be going with a set of black and white keycaps. This looks so clean, they're gonna make the keyboard so clean, and I love this aesthetic. So after all the upgrades, this is how the keyboard looks like, and I'm gonna do a sound test at the end for you guys to compare. In conclusion, I really like the keyboard, and I would say that this keyboard is bang for your buck. For the price you're paying, that's actually pretty decent. You're getting a fully assembled keyboard, keycap switches. You can save up afterwards to upgrade it, or you could just get a bare bones kit and then skip all the upgrading and just go for what you want. The best part of the keyboard is probably the weight. It weighs a lot. Yeah, I really like the premium feeling heavy stuff. Alright, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Drop for sending over all the products. If you guys are interested in any of the products I use, I'll be linking them in the description down below. Many of you have been asking me about fake GMK, real GMK stuff, so I decided I'll be doing a video on comparing fake GMK to real GMK and if they are worth getting or not. So if you're interested in that video, go ahead and click the subscribe button, it's free. And if you like keyboard content like this video, comment down below what you think of this keyboard, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.